Welcome to the channel. Welcome to Blue Chelsea TV. Chelsea transfer news as Enzo Maresca prepares to whittle down his squad ahead of the Premier League opener with more ins and outs expected to come. Chelsea have made a busy start to the transfer window, but the wait for significant improvements to Enzo Maresca's squad goes on. Kieran Dewsbury-Hall is currently the standout incoming so far, but more are set to follow. The Blues have been working on once more reshaping the squad for their new boss, but have only left him a bloated group to look after in pre-season. With more yet to join up ahead of the bulk of the time in America, it is a crucial period for Maresca. There are still 5 weeks to go in the summer window, but just 3 before he gets the Premier League season underway at home to Manchester City. In that time, Maresca will have to narrow down his options, but also asses those added to his playing group. Take a moment to like the video if you are enjoying the content. Subscribe to the channel if you're bumping here for the very first time. Let's take a look at just what the 25-man selection could end up as once registrations are confirmed. Taking into account the rules of no more than 17 non-homegrown players and an unlimited amount of under-21s able to be used on top of the core 25, there are plenty of options for Chelsea. Not only do they already possess a handful of academy graduates who have developed into first-team options, but also large swathes of their recruitment has left Maresca with those born after January 1, 2003, and therefore qualifying them for under-21 status. As for the definition of homegrown, it does not have to be purely Chelsea Academy players, but those who have spent at least 3 years at an FA-registered club before the age of 21. Goalkeepers: Bettinelli, Sanchez, Jorgensen. Some change was always expected in goal at Chelsea, and in Philip Jorgensen they appear to have found their man. A price tag is now all that separates Maresca from getting his ideal ball-playing number 1, and it will have a knock-on effect. Draj Petrovic was left out of the initial traveling group to USA due to injury, but his future is up in the air. The Serbian is the most likely to leave permanently, having signed for just £14 million 12 months ago. Jorgensen will challenge Robert Sanchez for the first-choice spot. Marcus Bettinelli is the homegrown, great character to have around, acting as backup to them both. Chelsea have an abundance of other glovemen to rehome though. Lucas Bergstrom and Eddie Beach will likely need either loans or time in the development squad, whilst Kepa Arrizabalaga is still on the books as well. The club plan to sell him this year, but are once again struggling due to his wages. What is clear is that there is no role under Maresca for the Spaniard. Defenders: Gusto, James, Adarabioyo, Fofana, Colwill, Badiashile, Desasai, Cucurella, Chilwell. Most of the expected change in the defense has already happened. Thiago Silva has left and Tosin Adarabioyo has been the effective replacement, joining on a free from Fulham. The return of Wesley Fofana may well feel like a new signing for Chelsea after he missed so much football last season, whilst Levi Colwill and Benoit Badiashile will be hoping to stay fit themselves following fitness struggles. The same is true for captain Reece James. Ben Chilwell is a player who could yet leave if the right offer comes in, but he is also a key senior figure, and one of just 2 senior left-backs alongside Marc Cucurella, yet to join up with the squad after Euro 2024. The big call at the back is Trevoh Chalobah. He was left out of the pre-season tour squad as Chelsea continued to try and cash in on him as pure profit. Chalobah's spot was put under when Adarabioyo arrived, and now he faces a serious task to get into Maresca's thinking. Chelsea have plenty of defensive cover, even if several players are flight risks due to injury history, and Chalobah looks set to leave this summer. The other big question at the back is for Renato Veiga. He signed from Benfica as a versatile left-back who can play in midfield but has a lot of competition. He will need to use the coming weeks in America to prove himself a valuable squad member, otherwise it could be a loan for him. Luckily, Veiga will be an under-21 player, so doesn't need to be registered in the 25-man group. The same is true of Josh Achimpong, who will be hoping to get more of a taste of senior football this season as well. New signing Caleb Wiley is expected to join RC Strasbourg on loan after he finishes off with USA at the Olympics. Alfie Gilchrist is also likely to exit for next season as he pursues first-team experience. The former under-21s captain is training with the academy again whilst he waits to finalize a deal. Midfielders Gallagher, Fernandez, Caicedo, Dewsbury Hall, Chukwuemeka. Much like in defense, the midfield changes look to have already happened. Carney Chukwuemeka staying fit will again be like a new signing given his lack of football last year. Whilst Enzo Fernandez missed the final 6 weeks of the season and played through injury for much of the 2023-24 campaign as well, Chelsea's price demand for Conor Gallagher is making a stay for Conor Gallagher more and more likely, and a new contract could follow if he is in place at Stamford Bridge in just over 1 month's time. Moises Caicedo will aim to build on his largely promising first year in London. Dewsbury Hall will be challenged to overthrow the talent of Chukwuemeka and the impressive nature of Gallagher in an environment fostering competition. 5 central players for the season should be enough given how Maresca inverts his fullbacks into midfield. So Cesare Casadei, Leslie Ugachukwu, and Omari Kellyman may well all be heading out on loan. Andre Santos is also set to go away for another season despite being picked for the preseason tour. It would take a sale of one of the above to force Chelsea back into the market for a senior midfielder at this stage. Attackers Palmer, Mudryk, Sterling, Nkunku, Jackson, Madueke, Omarodi and Chelsea are also well stocked in attack. Although there have been quiet suggestions of Noni Madueke and or Raheem Sterling being of interest to clubs across the world this summer, it is yet to show itself in any concrete activity. That is as close to outwards movement in the front line there is likely to be. Armando Broja is likely to leave either permanently or on loan, whilst David Datro Fofana, Angelo Gabriel, and David Washington are also going to have a lot of waiting around if exits, loan, or straight transfer aren't found. Tariq George could be the one to benefit. As an under-21, he doesn't make the list above, but has a chance to impress during preseason and took it against Wrexham with a composed showing in the first half, having been handed a start. The Blues are also still looking for another winger to add to the squad, as well as strikers, but no cheap enough player has emerged. Victor Gyökeres is the name still available, but was distanced from Chelsea earlier this year. Nico Williams is a target, but the total package needed to sign him is about as costly as they come. He is also being courted by teams with more to offer. Samu Omarodian is the raw center forward still on the market, and Chelsea could pounce on him if Atletico Madrid fail to tie him down to a new long-term contract. Mark Guiu will be alongside Vega and Kellyman in attempting to force a way into Maresca's plans after joining from Barcelona earlier this month. In total, the names listed do not fill the 25-man quota, but with the under-21 options, there is no shortage of wider squad options. Given Chelsea are in the Europa Conference League and also have the FIFA Club World Cup to take into account next summer, they will need choices, and choices Maresca certainly will have. That's all. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See you later with another video. Until then, bye-bye.